Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Annisaa Ahmad. My last three-digit student number is 076. And in this video, I will talk about the impacts of my hobby that is journaling. So, what is journaling? Journaling is an act of keeping a record of your personal thoughts, feelings, insights, and etc. It can be written, it can be drawn, or it can be typed. My personal preference for journaling is to write down on my notebook. When did I start journaling and why did I start it? Well, so when I was 6 years old, I think back then I didn't have anyone to talk about my feelings or my experiences. So I would just wrote it down like writing a letter to someone, and until now it helps me a lot to lower the feelings of loneliness. So do I think journaling has benefits? Yes. The first one is reduce stress and anxiety. Journaling helps me work through my anxious feelings and obsessive worries. I begin to notice when I'm in a bad mood and when I identify stress inducing thoughts and beliefs that are distortions of reality. When negative thoughts arise, it's easy to get caught up in my catastrophic stories. Jotting down my thoughts helps me to create space and distance to consider my thoughts in an objective way. In other words, I don't have to believe in my thoughts. Instead, I use journaling to see my thoughts as separate from me. The next one is helps me heal from a traumatizing events. I remember back when I was 17, I heard a very devastating news that my childhood friend my childhood friend has died from overdose. I was so stressed and journaling helped me to understand more about my grief. The next is journaling helps me to sleep better. I used to toss and turn into the night with thoughts and it kept me up. So I just wrote the things that kept me up and redirect my mind from negative thoughts. Journaling is a way to process emotions. Writing down my thoughts lifts my spirit because I'm expressing my emotions instead of keeping them bottled up. It also helps me identify my triggers and learn how to handle them. I think because journaling helps me to reduce stress, space from negative thoughts, and process emotions, it resulting in me having a peaceful state of mind. Writing down my positive thoughts helps me build my sense of gratitude. I think expressing my gratitude makes me less materialistic. It also helps me with preventing burnout and encourages patience. Writing about surrounding and the present moment helps me become more mindful every day, even when I'm not journaling. It teaches me to pay attention and be present. When I'm journaling and reflecting on the day, I'm more likely to draw lessons from what I've been going through. Journaling lets me to step back and engage with self-reflection. As I said before, journaling about emotions helps me to process and to look at situations more objectively. And I think if you're journaling long enough, you'll get tired of complaining about problems. You'll naturally start to look for solutions and ways to move forward. Because journaling helps me to solve my problems, it then makes me easier to figure out the next step that I have to take. I'm able to understand and choose the best decision. Journaling helps me to improve my communication skill. Why? When I journal, I learn better to express myself, and this lets me better communicate my feelings with others. Writing leads to clear thinking, which in turn leads to clear communication. A lack of confidence usually means an inner critic or a voice of self-doubt. And although that voice never goes away, journaling puts it into perspective. It gives space for your positive thoughts so the negatives don't take over. Journaling provides a needed pause to help me reconnect to myself and rediscover who I am. When I write, I learn my preferences, pain points, fears, and dreams. Journaling about my thoughts, especially the positive ones, helps me to become more optimistic. A journal helps me to affirm that my goals are possible. It helps me to create a practical plan to achieve my goals. And the last one is creativity. A journaling lets me explore my thoughts and emotions. A journal is my safe space for honesty that will free me from thinking about what I should be writing. It also frees me from endlessly comparing myself to others. I think that's all that I can give you about the impacts of my hobby, journaling. That's all for now. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.